Back to FawrOut Perspective Podcast. I'm Curt Architect.
It's your boy Wa2Timez, your girl's favorite ex.
And we are back with another episode, another visual episode as well. This will be our second upload to our YouTube channel. Check us out, FawrOut TV, FawrOut TV, that's our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe, as they say. And we're just still getting adjusted and getting to the swing of things, getting into being consistent and pushing our content, pushing the message about what FawrOut is and
Pushing P
and Free Gunna and YSL and all of that. And we're here for another week. So how was your Wa2Timez? How was your week?
Man, it was another week. Wasn't too crazy. I'm starting to be more intentional about what I do. So like I always read, but I always go into this habit where I read like heavy for like maybe a month or two and then I like fall off. Mm-hmm. So I'm back trying to figure out how to change that. So just picking up books, trying to stay knowledgeable about shit. You got, if you want to, everybody that got money, pretty much read books to get there and something and whatever they like. So I'm just picking up shit I like, and that's about it. Chilling when I can. Normal week. Nothing really crazy happened. Just trying to get better every day.
You posted a book about some type of financial literacy or
the psychology, basically. Yeah, pretty much about stocks and the way they move and stuff. So, because basically, just something quick. A lot of people they be like, "Oh, Apple just went up 20%." People will hop in there and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm trying to ride it." Right. Then it goes down, and then you lose money. Then you take your money out, and it shoot back up, and at that point you're guessing. And that book is pretty much telling me how not to guess.
Got you. So
how to be better. How to be better.
Stand firm when it comes to that.
Yeah, it's discipline, man. It's not a lot of good traders, and it's not because of people. Because a lot of people go into it gambling, and to some people you got to be disciplined. You can't. You feel me? You got to know when to get out. You got to know when to fold them. Right. A lot of people don't know when to fold them.
As many things in Twitter, you gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them. There's like a picture of somebody hugging somebody, and the next picture of somebody like getting folded up like sex.
I saw the joint on Twitter with the where that big dude picked up that guy by the throat and put him. What was the sound though they had on that joint?
I don't even remember. I don't think I clicked on it. I've been trying to avoid seeing all that shit.
No, it was hilarious. Yeah, it was hilarious. It was some good content.
Yeah. Somebody said you gotta get like the Glock after that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I feel bad. That's why I never be under 180 because at that point you can get picked up.
You can't really do nothing about that.
Yeah, getting picked up as a man with both your feet off the ground is kind of scary, bro.
Nah, it is scary. You got so much time to think while you up off the ground. Like, for one, why this nigga that strong that my feet is not on the ground?
Another man shouldn't be having you that high anyway.
Yeah, bro. And he's that calm about it, too. He wasn't even like mad.
It's not his first rodeo.
Yeah, not at all.
At all.
But yeah, that shit was wild. So, Twitter is wild. I was watching, Angela Yee announced that she was leaving the Breakfast Club, or she was, about to get her own syndicated show, and I believe Lip Service is going to be syndicated too, her podcast.
That's what's up. She be working, man.
Yeah, she do. So they were talking about, her leaving, but all they really did, they ended up bringing up old Charlamagne clips. So I sent one to you where he had Magic Johnson on there. And he was asking him, man, you got that information. Did you ever think, there's that dirty bitch from Sacramento? Like, he was a wild boy back in the day, man. Like,
no. The thing I saw about her leaving was when I guess Charlamagne was like, get the fuck in the car. She was like, you beige bitch. Yeah. That shit had me dying. I was like, damn.
Nah, the Breakfast Club, it's like the blueprint for a lot of shit. That was really like low-key the original, not technically officially podcast, but when you think about trios and a successful run that they had or still are having with 12 plus years, like Ray J moments. Like, you remember when Ray J and Fab was beefing?
Man.
And then he called it, and they said that's what really kind of saved the Breakfast Club. I think they were thinking about possibly shutting down or whatnot. It wasn't performing too good.
Right.
And then Fabulous came in and he complained about Ray J, or Ray J complained about Fab. Ray J talking about, I got boys, I got homeboys that will do you in the booty. And then Fab was like super calm. Yeah, he said a whole bunch of crazy shit. And Fab was like, yo, why would you hang around people? So just egging them on, basically gaslighting. He just gaslighted the fuck out of Ray J.
Ray J's a genius, man. Everything he does.
He's a marketing genius for real. Like, he has it. But yeah, that's dope. Sound like your week. Yeah, he's a fool. But it's dope. Sound like your week was productive, getting back into reading. And speaking of getting back into reading, it's a gem that I've been reading. The Fawr Agreements. Probably zoom in on that. Shout out to Ebony behind the camera. Yep. So I started reading The Fawr Agreements. This is a book I've been heard about. I mentioned Jay Shetty's podcast, On Purpose. It's basically a wellness and health podcast. He had Big Sean on there. He was mentioning the 4 agreements. So I just started to get into it, and one of the first agreements is be impeccable with your words. So impeccable is, it's a word for it, means without sin. So let's say, so the word impeccability means without sin. Impeccable comes from the Latin word pectus, which means sin, and then from impeccable means without. So it just talks about casting a spell with your words. And when we're younger and stuff, we kind of say stuff recklessly. We don't really be thinking how far our words can reach, or even things your parents say to you growing up.
Right.
So you mentioned being more intentional with things this week with reading your finance book and advice on stocks. Like, that kind of trickles down to me too, as far as being intentional with my words. Like, I'm more positive. I speak affirmations, positive affirmations. I speak positivity over my life, over others' life, over my brand, over things that I care about.
Preach.
And just really getting operating out of a negative space. So I was telling my mom, I kind of got inherited traits from like both my mom and my dad. Like my mom being a single mom, anxieties, fear for me, only son type of thing. And I noticed a lot of her fears and worries. I kind of inherited that, like being overly cautious. Like how when we was younger, you might have been a lot more carefree to do something, but I might have been the scary one saying, "Well, this could happen if you do that." We just got, and you was like the Debo, like, "Quit being a bitch, come on."
Hey man, you gotta do it.
Yeah, so
you're not young forever, man.
And that's fact. So
these knees don't last your whole life.
That's
watching this.
Very true. I started stretching every morning now too.
If you made it past 25 with good knees, you ain't lived life.
Yeah, not at all.
Sure.
But the 4 agreements. This is the first agreement, be impeccable with your words. So just realizing that your words are a spell. Like you can cast, like, let's say if you're in school and you answer a question and it's the wrong answer, somebody says you're stupid. You know what I mean? You might could brush it off, but they're casting a spell on you, so you might internalize that and you might harp on it and make it bigger than what it is. You might believe that about yourself. So you kind of got to break spells, speak positivity over yourself, over others, and kind of be able to wash those things out so it don't really bother you. So impeccable without sin. So speak positively over yourself, your life, without sin. Basically don't say no negative shit. Like,
so when they called me fat, they was putting a spell on me and making me fatter.
They could have been putting a spell on you to thinking you can't change.
Okay.
Okay. So if you get stuck in being called fat or whatever your situation is, if you don't see above that, you might be stuck in that thing you can't change. So without sin, you got to be able to kind of observe things and not absorb them, like not get absorbed. But observe it, don't get absorbed, but let it pass, but kind of overcome that with more of like positivity and just surround yourself with the right energy. So 4 agreements. Just got past the first agreement, but I'm probably knock this out by this weekend by the time we put this out. But
we need the conclusion of that book when you get back.
Yeah,
so,
No, I got you. It's a great book though. Just reminded me what you said about being intentional. That kind of rubbed off with that first opening agreement. But as far as my week goes, I had a pretty smooth week. Shout out to my manager. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to my manager. He might listen to this.
What you do?
I have I had an evaluation or like a performance little meeting, like personal evaluation type thing this week. And so like he sets aside the last 10 minutes to ask me about FawrOut and like all what it does or what it's about and how he likes it, like he messes with it. So during this evaluation, you know what I mean, talking about what you doing, what do you want to do next, blah blah blah.
He black?
Yeah. And he sets aside the last 10 minutes to ask me about FawrOut. So that I feel like I'm at a point where I don't need any like validation for myself. Like, and I took a while to get there, speaking from being transparent and honest, but I think that moment, out of all the like things that provided confirmation about what we're doing and have going on, like your manager telling you that he messes with what you have going on and likes it and relates to it, that was kind of like the final stance. Like, okay, like I'm out of here, like I'm on to something. My own manager has a curiosity in what I'm doing. And he told me he's in the motorcycles, like outside of him being my manager and what he does at my company, he's in the motorcycles and things of that nature. So he relates to being far out and different or kind of maybe quirky or whatnot. So that meant a lot. That was like super validation this week. It wasn't validation I was looking for, but it's kind of nice to something you never even mentioned.
Yeah, it's always good to get compliments.
Yeah,
when you don't
know about it.
Yeah, you don't got to reach out for it. You should have told me you're making so much money that you don't really need this shit. So you should give me a raise to help me stay. Y'all should convince me to stay.
Nah, it's cool. It's like, yo, this should just take off. You know what I mean? Because I was speaking like impeccable with my words. Like, I believe this is going to be something. He was saying, just give him like a little notice or whatnot prior to me exiting. You know what I mean? Making a new transition or whatnot. So that was pretty dope. That was a good moment. And then just starting off the week was good, real healthy. Me and some of my bros, including you, you know what I mean? We all went out to Crowder's Mountain on Sunday. So went on a nice little hike.
How was the hike for you? your experience walking up
For
4
me-
miles? We took the long way, guys. So
Yeah, we
4
did.
miles.
I went a while ago, a few years ago, like 2016. It was cool. I fell on the way down, and like, it was bad. I fell on the way down.
Like fall forward, or like did you like fall back, or like
You know how we was coming down,
Really?
like when it's kind of steep.
was it was like you felt you was like
I fell back.
Sometime.
Yeah, it was a little bit
Bust
of
your
that.
ass.
It was a little bit of that. It was yeah, like I leaned back to, you know what I mean, trying to break my fall, but my legs gave out, like almost like how they did coming down.
Who was you with?
X at the time.
Oh,
Yeah, we had one out there. And,
Okay.
Yeah, definitely fell on the way down. But
what she do? Did she like help? What she do?
yeah, the laugh a little bit. It was like, you okay?
She threw a rock at her ass.
Yeah, my legs was wobbly. I was tired as hell, but
Stop laughing.
yeah, I ain't even had the energy to do that. It would have been like, you want me to get your ass wet? Nah, that's not.
You should have catched the car and locked the door. Like,
Yeah.
see who laughing now?
Nah, that was terrible. Anyway, the hike for us this week, me, you, Miles, Ev, Darius, it was dope. It is cool, like getting out in nature, it's bonding with your friends, like not just in the house drinking or whatever your vices are, but like getting out in nature, doing some exercise, having good conversation, checking on everybody's mental, what everybody got going on in their life. It's just a good bonding experience, and then to get up at the top, taking pictures and getting in spots we might not really comfortable with. My whole thing right now is getting over on the other side of fear. So things that might, a few years ago made me think twice. Like now I'm kind of, yeah, let's do it. Like I like getting on the other side of fear. It just makes you obviously more fearless, and it drives out anxiety. Kind of when you let things manifest and just sit, you don't really attack things, it just gets worse. Like I remember Dane Dash said something about that. People that become like non-confrontational, they avoid anxiety and things of that nature. But it can get to a point where whoever you may have an issue with, you can't even muster to talk to them because let it get to be so big. So just kind of addressing things head on. So I look at that with anxiety, with fear, just kind of getting on the other side of that and feeling like a freedom. So like we got to the top, took pictures where there were some white people taking pictures, like where they're comfortable at.
We'll show you the pictures on the thing. They're gonna be right. I don't know. They're gonna be right here.
Yeah, so we took a couple pictures and whatnot, and there's another black group of women that was there. So she saw me getting over to the rock and taking a picture, and she thought it was safe because I'm black. I think we had like this unsaid kind of code or whatnot. Like, okay, he's black, he's over there, it must be safe. So she started to walk over there and she saw like a big kind of like a gap opening. There's not really anything to help protect her.
It's like a little dip, a little
Yeah,
slide.
it's kind of a dip. You see like the crack and just see like straight down. So she was like, hell no. So that was kind of funny because like I told her, like, you assume because I'm black that, it was super safe over here or whatnot. And yeah, so that was funny. But it was good, man. It was a good bonding time. People had some sage burning. Somebody brought some Larry June. Somebody brought some Larry June in their boombox up there, whatever big Bluetooth speaker they had.
Right.
People smoking some trees, some nature trees, and it was a good vibe, man. What did you think of the of our little nature walk or hike on Sunday?
Man, it was cool. I like I just like getting to the top. I just like the quietness of nature. You up, like we was up high, we could see the birds. Some birds was over us.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at some of them because they would have got too close now. I don't mess with birds, the big ones.
Yeah, nah.
But I mean, I like the the hike, looking off the edge, seeing just seeing. You can see Charlotte from there too. Like you just see the city, and yeah, and it was good. I like working out, especially in the morning. So I had a good sweat. We always having a good time talking, catching up. So it was a good vibe, man. We always there for the same reason. It's always good when you with people that y'all all there for the same cause. It makes it a lot easier because sometimes you get tired. And then you look back like he's still going, so we all here to get to the top, so we got to make it.
Yeah, and this does show like the brotherhood of our friendship. Like we all been cool since high school. I know you since I got here to Charlotte, so that's a long time. So like even one of our friends was slowing down, they got asthma and shit, so we slowed down for them. Make sure they're good and kept going.
Bro, we didn't even bring his pump up there. If he would have passed out,
I brought it up to him too. I swear I thought he told me that he got it.
I just pushed him off the edge, like bro, you should have.
Yeah, clearly he
brought that shit.
Yeah, clearly he lied, but yeah, just making sure he's good. So it's just good to have good energy around, good people around, doing stuff like that with your bros or whoever your group of friends is. Just making sure y'all make sure people's mental is intact. Got so much shit going on. It's good to be in nature. I'm definitely probably a tree hugger now. Got plants all around the house. I love being in nature.
You could go on one hike, he a tree hugger now.
Hey, even before that, man, you know what I mean? I'll probably get to a point where I could walk outside barefoot for a little bit. Or just stand in the grass barefoot, like, you know what I mean? Let the sun hit me and stuff like that, so.
So you doing drugs at this point, obviously.
Well, borderline. But,
drugs.
I mean, hey, I think, not necessarily drugs, man. I don't know, bro. Like, I was just, at 29, I think I told you something after like I hit a shift. Like, things don't really bother me as much. A few years ago, I don't think people would have thought I'd be on camera talking, being on the podcast, or promoting the brand, or really going hard for some stuff I believe in. So just getting out of your shell or whatnot. And then I'm on the brink of 30, so it's like, why do I care about opinions of others? Or like, you just a lot less, you're more carefree. You don't care as much as you used to. You've been on that wave. I half-assed been on that wave. Yeah, I'm more so. I feel like how you watch like the college games or like somebody in the NBA, they're down like 30 and somebody is off the bench and they hit a three and they're down like 30, but they're gonna hype about it like, yeah, let's go. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? Y'all are losing. But just that excitement that person has to not give up or still get buckets. That's kind of how I feel at life right now. Like, you know what I mean? Just feel good about a lot of things.
So you down 30 and you about to get into the game for the first time and shoot a three.
I'm not down 30.
Okay.
But I have the...
You down 27 now.
No, not even that. I have the resilience. I have the resilience of someone that is.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I got the resilience. So I just feel great about that.
Okay.
But yeah, shit. I just want to further communicate and push out FawrOut and welcome people on here that are dope. FawrOut, that don't mean just being like weird, like and not having anything dope going on. Like, you can't just be here and like just not have nothing going on. You gotta have something dope going on about you. So, you know, that's for you connect with what we've been pushing or saying. This is for you. So, I think we've mentioned it before. We still have merch that we're prepping for fall and winter time.
It's gonna be fire, y'all. I'm the model, and I'm kind of like the Dapper Dan of the whole situation. So. It's gonna be fly.
I gotta get the Dapper Dan. I gotta get that credit to. I'd let you have that too, but I gotta get that to Shane.
Dang.
For sure.
Yeah,
yeah, definitely. We can flash Shane up on here when we're done with this for sure. But you know, he's always been like the fashion guy. He has his own stuff he's working on too as well. But he's always been like the kind of the fashion guy, and especially in the sneakers. I used to be in the sneakers a lot when I was younger, but.
Start paying rent.
Yeah, start paying rent. It's just like, yo, this shit, I don't give a fuck about this shit like how I used to. I still pull out some nice shit, but I know it's not a priority. Like Mr. Easy phones over here.
Bro, it's not even that serious.
Yeah, whatever.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah, I feel you.
Capitalize.
I feel you. I was laughing at the last piece of advice you gave on the last episode about don't go buy them shoes. Next episode, yeah, bro, these shits comfortable as hell. But
I've been investing a while now. I deserve.
Yeah, you do, man.
What's that, Mama D? I deserve.
Hell yeah. I feel that. Treat yourself for real. But you should definitely, your part time. I know Smoothie King, you mentioned being there. I don't think we mentioned that was a part time. I want people just thinking like that's like your whole thing. You talk about investing and shit.
People gonna think what they want to think, man. But yeah, that's my little part time. That's my little part time, a little extra cash on the side.
Yeah, and I just picked up one too. So shout out to my boy Micah. Gotta text him back. But yeah, just having good friends and family, good people around. But
you ready for football season, my guy?
I am ready for football. I just want to bring up something that just on my mind. But yeah, I am ready. I got my little Eagles helmet decor up at the crib, so
die Eagles die.
Whatever. I don't even know what we're gonna do this year, but I'm pulling for him.
It's all up to Jalen Hurts, man. If he not what he's supposed to be, all that A-list talent, it's gonna look like us.
I don't know. I'm still holding on to
Go Cowboys.
when we won the Super Bowl. I still remember that parade and shit. So
I would too. I would hold on to that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
At least 10 years.
That still feels pretty good, even though 2018, that still feels pretty good.
Don't matter. It happened.
Shout out Nick Foles. Yeah, and why you wanted to share with it? Were you Cowboys Nation? Cowboys?
Yeah,
Nation?
there. If you know me,
y'all are like the most
delusional
fans in the world.
Actually, a new list came out. I don't know where they make these lists up at, but you guys were number 1, and the Patriots were number 2, and we were number 3. So our delusion is starting to dilute because it's been like 25 years. So, and y'all boo everybody. Y'all don't care who come in there. Jesus will come back to y'all stadium. If you don't drop 20 points.
Yeah, that's true.
Boo.
Yeah, Eagles fans are pretty reckless. I think I was telling you though. I saw something where they were doing a story that's going to be on some audio story or whatnot, and the guy that's over it is from Philly. he was saying where Philly kind of gets its bravado from, where it's like attitude is like basically being like a second class city. So like falling behind like a Boston or like a New York City. Like Philly's a big city, but it's still kind of treated as like second class. So they kind of take on that, you know, us versus everybody, fuck y'all type of shit. So it takes a backseat to Boston, which is a beautiful city. It takes a backseat to your New York's or Chicago, another beautiful city. So I think that's where they get their bravado from, or just their attitude of booing Santa Claus and having a jail cell at Veterans Stadium and yeah, the old Eagle Stadium, Veterans Stadium. I think they had like a jail cell down there, like a judge too.
For like the drunks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so they had like a whole jail
cell. That'd be dope. You been there with a whole bunch of drunk people, y'all just confused and angry. Yeah, talking shit. Eagle fans, all of y'all.
What is McNabb doing?
Yeah, they give you a TV and a little thing so you can at least see what's going on while you're drunk.
Man.
I'll stay there for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. But I be pulling for the Panthers too, since we right here in Charlotte. So hopefully they do something.
Trash. Juice.
I mean, I think the best the city was when the Cam Newton years, especially when we went to the Super Bowl. So
that was that 17?
That was 2015, like 15, 16. Yeah, I remember the best time. That's when Charlotte was like fun to me that I last remember, or had some sort of culture with when Cam was here.
Yeah, man, we don't win enough for people to really represent, or
we don't have a passionate fan base, man. I'm always gonna harp on Charlotte and not having like a sense of like identity or culture or whatnot. Like, you know, you go to Raleigh, Durham area, you kind of get that feeling there with the whole triangle and Chapel Hill and Duke and NC State, and yeah, it's just a good feeling up there. But I mean, Charlotte, I don't know, we just have a lot of potential. We have a lot of dope people here. It's a conservative city. It's like, it's not really geared towards creatives to thrive, in my opinion. Somebody could be looking at this one that you just don't know the right people that you don't know what they're talking about. So. But that's how I feel when I do
this. Hey,
see, look,
we know the people.
I seen the camera shaking her head.
We seen the people. We know that we've been here our whole lives. It's not here.
Yeah, so I'm really thinking more and more. I really want to pack it up and go to Raleigh. So Raleigh, Durham area next year.
Okay.
And just travel back and forth for podcasts or whatever events, and do some events up there too. So.
Yeah, that'll be dope, man.
Yeah, I think you know what I mean. I feel like people catch on everywhere, but I think it'll do especially well up there as well. But what I want to mention? I did want to talk about this is a quick funny story I saw with Duval. You know, Duval got in his car or a four-wheeler accident or whatnot.
Yeah. And
you know, Kanye. This is impeccable words, right? So we were just talking about the 4 agreements earlier in the show. We were talking about being impeccable with your words, right? So without sin. So don't cast spells on people, right? So if y'all remember this week, Kanye put out a fake New York Times post, and it said Skeet Davidson, because we know he hates Pete Davidson. He's dead at 28. That was a horrible thing to say. And then in smaller text, it says Kid Cudi's supposed to perform at funeral, but fearful of bottle throwers. And it's like, how petty can you be, Kanye? But I brought that up because they said Pete Davidson is not funny, but they say he's in a trauma therapy now because I guess all the bullshit Kanye been throwing at him. And you know, Duval's in the hospital or whatnot, recovering from his accident. So Duval like commented and said, "Yeah, it's true. Like, he's right next by me, going through it right now." So,
hey, the same place.
Yeah, it's like that's fucked up, man. But I don't know. That just goes back to being impeccable with your words, man. Like Kanye, of all people, should know not to speak ill on people, especially like he lost his mom. Like, why would you cast that on? Even though you said Skeet.
That man is beating his ex-wife cheeks, bro.
I mean, they broke up though. That's why he put the.
No, I'm Kanye.
Nah, man, you gotta be mindful of your words. But that was that.
I'm pretty sure he said exactly what he wanted to say.
Yeah, probably had no regrets. But if I could say, like, if that's far out, like that was an ill story to read this week. Like, not in a good way. Like that was really like disgusting to read.
Shout out to the guys in their 30s with their hairlines.
Facts. I got my hairline. My shit just. I might start teasing the baldy.
Teasing it?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Just getting a real super low fade, just seeing what it looked like if I was bald. Yeah.
I was thinking about going. I was thinking, all I need to see is my Widow's Peak do inside balls. I'm not playing no games. I'm not about to be out here with the half baldy with a hat on all the time. Somebody take my hat off now. I gotta go home crying.
That's the guy that's wore 2 hats now in the first 2 digital episodes. But my hair is my hairline is good. It's just I remember I was telling Shane when I was in college, I did the little sponge thing where everybody used to do the little curly hair. And when I would pick it out, I was like,
You recording?
I was picking out my actual hair follicles and shit. So I'm damaging it. So me thinking I'm picking it, doing what I'm supposed to do, I was picking it while I was all super curled up, man. Fucked it up. So.
Oh, you African Americans trying to have curly hair. You're black.
Yeah. So when I
it's tangled. That's a new word for nappy.
Yeah. So if it grows a little more, like my hair grows out, you can see where it's thin at. That's why I've been thinking about teasing the baldy.
Okay.
So. And yeah, so we talking about FawrOut and the FawrOut shit this week, and that was the Kanye and Skeet Davidson fake NY Times post.
Love it.
Which I did terribly, definitely disagreed with. But
I love it.
What was your FawrOut, or that shit was FawrOut or FawrOut? That's FawrOut.
What's FawrOut this week, guys? Is that Optimus Hall is making you pay for parking.
Ooh, yeah, they are.
After this Sunday, so what? The 15th is Monday.
Yeah.
The 15th. They doing like 3-hour parking. If you want to stay with 3 hours, it's more.
Yeah.
But that's messed up.
Yeah.
It's a family spot. You know, they even what is it called? They disabled their comments because they know people was gonna be in there talking cash.
Yeah.
But I mean they're gonna come out by this time. But August 5th is, you feel me? This it. I'm taking my mom Sunday. We're gonna eat as much as we can on the this Sunday, the 14th. We gonna park. We're gonna sit in the parking lot if we got to. Yeah. It's the last time.
Nah, it's fucked up, man. I was joking with someone. I was saying when they made that decision, they was playing Young Dolph Get Paid when they was making that decision, bro.
Yeah, and if you from Charlotte, you been here your life. That was the hood. Mm-hmm. The hood.
I don't remember, but probably
it was dangerous.
Yeah, but that's Charlotte, man. It's a capital. Well, any city in America trying to get extra bread, they see how successful it is. Somebody like. Probably said just passive aggressive, like we could make a whole lot of money out there if we start charging for parking.
It's their third year, so they we need more money. We know how much we getting now.
They could probably easily rack like 20 racks.
Easily.
20 racks in a weekend.
100 maybe, depending on who want to be there, how long.
I think they could definitely make it.
It's messed up,
20 bands. But yeah, that's capitalism for you, man. So hey.
Yeah.
That's Charlotte. That's what we know, baby. No culture, no identity. But hey, you want to make some money here? You want to build some land here? You want to build up more breweries we don't need? You want to build up more high, expensive, high-end luxury
I'm going on strike.
Apartments and high-rise that people here can't afford?
Listen to this podcast. Set up a strike on these breweries.
Come on down to Charlotte, man. Hey, come on down. We will roll out the red carpet for you from New York, from somewhere else expensive. You want to make Charlotte your playground? You want to make a new life? You want to come somewhere that doesn't have identity and just be whatever it is for you? It's a beautiful city. Come on down.
It's a great place.
Fucking down.
Turn up.
Yeah, but that's our that's our second episode, visual episode. It's gonna be uploaded for audio too. So you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, like everyone else has. You can listen to it for the audio version, and of course you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, FawrOut TV. You can watch this episode here as well.
Like and subscribe.
Yep, like and subscribe. You will see some of the things we've been doing as far as FawrOut is in 60 seconds. So that's a content piece we do where we're starting to bring back up. So essentially we might go to small business owners or any dope creators that we find are FawrOut, and we'll have them explain what their business is and how they do it and what makes it FawrOut. So example, another Harding High School here in Charlotte. We a minute ago, like spring, we did Jasmine Witness. And she has Pretty Girl Lounge, which is her hair boutique, her beauty store. She does hair, she makes wigs. It's very dope. So she did that for us and explained what makes it FawrOut. Like she does hair, she has her own salon, and she makes wigs too. So that's FawrOut. We had Tiffany Skyers did her art piece and showed all her pieces and what she has and what makes her style FawrOut and how she does it. So you'll see some of those uploads on our YouTube channel by the time this airs. And we'll be doing some more of those pieces too. Some people we think are dope and FawrOut, and have them explain what makes their business or their talent, whatever they're unique at, what makes it different, what makes it FawrOut. So we look forward to getting back at y'all with another episode again and just being consistent. Again, I would definitely love to say out the conclusion of the 4 agreements if you haven't read it already or don't know about it. Be impeccable with your words. Look at them as a spell. So if you look at it as a spell, don't be casting those negative shit over your life or over somebody else's life.
Right.
So be impeccable with your words without sin. And yeah, that's our piece I want to leave off with. Wa2Timez, you got anything you want to?
Yeah, just another quick Wa2Wisdom, man. Before we get up out of here, man.
That's the Wa2Wisdom. What's the word?
Wa2Wisdom, man. The word is like-minded people.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is that you know, we all have friends, we all have family members, and they're comfortable. They like the way that their lives are going, but you yourself, you want more. You want to change generations, and to do that, you have to find other people that want to change generations. Yeah, your friends are cool. They're fun to hang out with. You might have to sacrifice some time with them to be better. That don't mean that you're better than them or anything. You just see things differently. So, like for myself, I started thinking more, like I talked about being intentional. I'm starting to sign up for free workshops. You know, I'm not paying no money. The only thing is effort. You have to actually go out and do it. Like most of us be like, I can't find no friends. I can't do this, do that. Are you leaving the house? Are you actually going out to look for friends or look for people that's like you? Or are you just going out with your friends and judging how other people look? Because I play both sides. But I'm just trying to, you know, as somebody that's trying to be better, you know, one thing my dad, or you know, one of the old African proverbs is, you want to go fast, you go by yourself. You want to go far, you go with some people. So yeah, if you know, like-minded people, find people that aspire for the things you do. Yeah, you love your mama, you love your cousin, you love your brother and sister, but we all know everybody in the family, everybody ain't gonna make it. Somebody got to change this. Somebody got to make their last name mean something. So yeah, find like-minded people.
Oh yeah,
Be better.
Find some FawrOut people. That'd be fun if you find like one of your uncle or family members. Yeah, I checked out the podcast. That's you. What was that about? You got some representative? But nah, that's real. That's a great piece of advice. But we appreciate y'all for listening again. Please like, subscribe, share.
And if you're far out, please leave a comment and we will reach out to you and see what you got for our 60 seconds.
For sure. Leave a little spaceship emoji. Do that for us. Please and thank you. But again, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. My name is Curt Architect.
My name is Wa2Timez, and I love my mama.
I love my mama too. I didn't curse as much. So, Mom, Grandma, be proud of this. Can't make guarantees it'll go like that the rest of the time. But thank you all for listening.
Damn sure can't, Grandma. Damn sure can't.
Thank you all for watching it and listening. Get FawrOut, FawrOut Perspective Podcast. Thank you.